Hello everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the second game of week 6 of the Totally Normal Football League, and we have a banger for you to finish off the night. The undefeated Kingston Gators hosting the Hamilton Rollers here in Kingston. Graham Howard and Jeff Forshot will dual quarterbacks, as the Gators have won the opening coin flip, and they're going to defer possession. Bit of a breeze in the air, but nothing too bad here in Kingston. The weather is excellent. And Henry Buckwald will kick it off to an awaiting Gary Goodlord, who receives it at the 4 and makes his way for the first play of the game. He's got blockers in front on the left, tackled down. Dion Shankmeet bringing down Gary Goodlord, and the Rollers will begin their first possession at the 34. And as far as they're concerned, even though they have a winning record, this is a must-win game for the Rollers. The Gators have to be stopped if anyone else is going to be championships. This is, oh my god, up the middle for a short gain. That's Garrett Rinser, who is filling in the up-the-gut running back role for the Rollers this game. Originally it was Darius Peppershaker, but he's been subbed out for Garrett Rinser, who the Rollers are hoping to have a bit of a fair shake with. Forshot throws it deep to Camilo Pailoni, but it's tipped away by Calvin Madman. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. This is on me. Okay, we're going to have a false start here. We're going to have a false start here because I changed everyone's playbook except for these two, because I'm just like, oh, I already changed them. Chris Queen is definitely not supposed to be there. Okay, hold on. This won't take long. This will not take long. Oh, this is why I love uploading VODs to YouTube that are clipped instead of the full broadcast, because you don't get any of this garbage. God, I really need a batch file to open up all these stupid things so I don't have to click 9,000 folders to get to where I need to go. But that would save time and effort, and I'm not about that. Dang, that means I don't get to defer possession. We'll have to have a different coin flip. Sing along if you know the words, everybody. Rollers gotta roll, that is true. So what was going on here is that the Hamilton Rollers made a couple of personnel changes via their playbook, and that was not properly updated, and it would be irresponsible for me to continue the game when, you know, we had worked that out like days in advance. I don't want that happening again. Alright, everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the second game of week 6 in the Totally Normal Football League regular season. The undefeated Kingston Gators hosting the Hamilton Rollers here in Kingston. In this nice evening game. I forgot to check the weather before I started the game, so I have no idea what the wind is like, but the Kingston Gators have won the opening coin toss and have chosen to defer possession to the visiting Hamilton Rollers, who are desperate for a win here because somebody in the over here division needs to stop the Gators and their stranglehold over the over here division. Gary Goodlord 3 yards into his end zone, returning, and he's just going to opt for a touchback. So we're going to have the first drive of the game begin at the Rollers 20. The Jeff Forshot is immediately going to begin with Garrett Rinser beside him at the shotgun. There we go. There's the correct person. I was about to say ringside. Jeff Forshot looking to throw deep. He's trying to get it to Khalid swim lanes, but Lloyd Marshall jumps up and taps it away, helped out by Dan Danson. And this is the Rollers' MO. They attack the sides with Booker Trayton Jr. They attack the middle with now Garrett Rinser instead of Darius Peppershaker. And they are going to go deep with both Camilo Piloni and Booker Trayton Jr. So the Gators DBs are going to be tested as they hope to defend their undefeated streak. Throw to the sideline to Booker for a 9-yard gain, tackled by Tracy Charger.
9-yard gain on the play. Third and 1. Ball on the 29-yard line. Here we go, baby.
Third and 1. The infamous tight formation for the Rollers. They're going to branch out on corners, and Booker Trayton Jr. gets on the outside of Lloyd Marshall, and he gets a big gain all the way to the 45.
Gain of 26 on the play.
And that corner route is so devastating for the Rollers. I think it's one of the few plays they actually pass with in that tight formation, but because the AI bunches up so tightly because everyone's in the middle, if you have flat speed on anyone running those corner routes, it is over. Handoff to Garrett Rinser. Gets about 4 yards as Jay McDougall tackles him down. The last meetup between these two teams was in Hamilton, and by goodness, it was a great one. The Gators only came out with a 2-point lead in a huge scoring game. Twin tight ends, Garrett Rinser on the counter, and what a great run! Calvin Madman's pushed down by 74. It makes Dan Danson miss. A gigantic run by Garrett Rinser brings it inside the 20, and the Rollers are off rolling here in Kingston. Incredible blocks to bring it to the 18-yard line. And the Rollers, they are fired up for this. Doubtless, their coaching staff has been firing the up ready for this game as Darius Peppershaker charges up the middle for a great gain. They've probably received the pep talks of their life coming in to Kingston after Kingston came into their yard, I guess their workplace, and stole the win from them. They're hoping to return the favor here to kick off their second half of the season. Jeff Forshot pump fake, but Miles Gundark wasn't ready for the pass as he had to throw it early with Peter Blubb, the Billboard Peter Blubb, forcing the early throw. Oh man, Blubb fan club members absolutely thriving after that one. Shout out to Peter Blubb, the Billboard. Jeff Forshot, empty set. He's got August half price. It's a play action. He's going to throw it, but everyone looks covered. Test the end zone. Tipped away. Chase Supperton tipping away the pass, and Kelvin Madman even tried making a play on the ball. But Jeff Forshot tried to force something that wasn't there, and that's what ate him up so far this season. We don't have data for week 2, but for all the other 5 games we have data for, Jeff Forshot is leading the league in interceptions at 10. Graham Howard is at 3. Actually, I think he's at 2. He threw 2 interceptions against the Trash Pandas in week 1. But the Rollers, they go off steaming, but are ultimately stopped at the red zone for a field goal. Now it's up to the Gators to meet them back. Dalton Mini-Small catching the punt, or catching the kickoff. He's only going to get it to the 25 before he's thrown to the ground.
Number 82 on the return.
And Henry Chortle's been amazing as a special teamer. He's gotten a large majority of the tackles so far for the Rollers when it comes to punt and kick returns, as he stops Dalton Mini-Small. Graham Howard, by a slim margin, the best passer in the league. Nathan Sittler, the number 1 running back for this game. It's an outside pitch as the block was missed by Paul McGormick. And it's going to be Nathan Sittler being running back number 1 over Kelly Olajewova, who's been pushed to number 2 this game. But that was a 4-yard tackle for loss after that Paul McGormick missed tackle. And Kaylee Mirando handoff up the middle. That's only going to be good for 3 gains. Or a 3-yard gain.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 25-yard line.
It's going to be a 3rd and long for Graham Howard as the Rollers are looking to begin the game with a 3 and out. The Rollers defense beginning their game. Graham Howard letting everybody run. Lots of time. Throws it to the streak. Knocked away by the safety. Or the cornerback, sorry. That's Nate Arnett protecting Pete Moss. And that is going to be a Gators punt. And a shanked punt there by Ziggy Side Smash. Not a bad punt, though. Getting it out of bounds at around the 25. Oh, the referees have spotted it at the 30. It looked better than it was.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
69 yards to go for the Rollers if they want to make it to the end zone. It's Booker Trayton Jr. on the counter. He's got, oh, what a great tackle there by the Season 1 Defensive Player of the Year, Ronnie Smashmouth. Got behind the lead blocker, tackling the legs of Booker, limiting that run. That was an excellent play there by the veteran linebacker. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Rollers. Garrett Rinser beside Jeff Forshot. This means one thing for Rollers fans. Jeff Forshot testing him deep. It's a quick throw to Booker Trayton Jr. Dan Danson slaps the ball away from the little guy. 3rd down.
The intended receiver on the play.
I smell a corner route. We'll see what they do. My nose isn't super great. This is the bunch empty formation. August half price. Play action. Throw over the middle. Camilo Pailani shakes a tackle. Gets it to the opponent's 46. Who is the one wide receiver the Rollers go to in times of need time and time again? Camilo Pailani has been so great anywhere on the field where he's route ran. He's just shined as one of the best wide receivers on the Rollers team. Whereas Booker Trayton Jr. gets an unfair shake as a streak runner, Camilo Pailoni is anywhere he needs to be, and Jeff Forshot loves throwing him the rock. In trouble, Jay McDiggle on the blitz. It's caught by Miles Gundark at the 25 on jumping over the coverage of Calvin Madman, and the Rollers once again finding their way into the Kingston, near the Kingston red zone at the 25.
1st and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Forshot with Garrett Rinser behind him. No tight ends for this set. Throws it to Rinser. It's a huge gain of 7. We'll see where the refs spot the ball. That might have been a gain of 8. And Garrett Rinser, it's a very similar story between both these teams. Their former running back 1s being changed out for their running backs 2s. You have Rinser instead of Pepper Shaker for the Rollers, and you have Nathan Sittler instead of Kelly Olajewova for the Gators. It's a counter run for Booker on the left side, no one in front of him. But that's not Calvin Madman. That is Thomas Base Trade. Stops him just short of the goal line. And these outside runs by Booker have been fabulous for the Rollers, as they're trying to do what no other team has done so far in the regular season, and that is beat the Gators. They came out of the last drive with a field goal. They got a fresh set of downs and only 4 yards to go to increase the lead to 10. 2 backs for the Rollers. Throw to the outside. It's number 17. That's Preston Brantmeyer on the out route, and nobody there was covering them as the Gators send 5. And Ronnie Smashmouth, too little too late, as Preston Brantmeyer gets his first touchdown reception of the season. And the Rollers up 9 now in the first. And there's the extra point, kicked dead center by Kyle Borger. And now the Gators, the pressure's on them. Now here's something that Gators detractors routinely bring up. Apart from their Janitors blowout, every single victory has been by a score or less. They have not won a game by more than 7 points. Thunderous kick. Mini Small catching it at the 2. He's got blockers in front. He's going to make it up the middle. Pancakes everywhere. But a great tackle there by number 17, Preston Brantmeyer, will bring this run to a close at the 29. The Gators on the back foot here in front of their home crowd who haven't seen their Gators play here since week 2. Their first home game coming back as undefeated champions. Nathan Sittler on the outside, and Paul McGormick once again just can't pick up that outside block. And if he had gotten that block, that would have been a big run there for Nathan Sittler. And that's going to bring us the end of the first quarter. The Hamilton Rollers up 10-0. Striking hot, striking early. And putting some doubt in the Gators' minds. 2nd and 7. Rando and Sittler behind Howard. Biff Plunger on the move. The handoff to Rando up the middle. He shakes a tackle. He gets a first down and then some as he makes it to the 43. This is very interesting. We haven't really seen too many Kayleen Rando handoffs from the Gators this season. We saw the Janitors utilize fullback handoffs quite a bit in Season 1. And Rando has mostly been a run-blocking fullback as Graham Howard lost so much time in the pocket, throws it easily to the fullback check down for a first down. And that's twice now that they're utilizing Rando. But yeah, Rando has been sort of typecasted on the Gators so far this season as a run-blocking fullback. And while he's been absolutely fantastic at that, they've been trying to incorporating him more as a great check-down option as it's a handoff to Nathan Sittler up the middle. Great pass, but Landon Chuff Puff and Braden Cringe closed the door on that run for 5 yards. Second and 5 for Graham Howard as he's sitting in the shotgun next to Nathan Sittler. Graham Howard's going to throw it. In trouble, has to throw it early. Tries to get it to Albert Presale, but a great tip away by Carter Amen. Break on the coverage. Third down for the Gators, out of field goal range. Graham Howard has to get the run. Kelly Ollie Jawova brought in as the third down back. Howard's going to throw it. Tries to get it on the post route to Pete Moss, but defended there by the Rollers. Fourth down. And the Gators out of field goal range. And this has been a dream come true, best case scenario for the Rollers so far this game. Ziggy side smash. Just a couple yards outside his comfortable range. Henry Buchwald outside his range, but Ziggy side smash will get a pretty okay inside the 20 punt. As the Rollers are on the 15. The Rollers started with a field goal. Their next drive was a touchdown. What will they do on this one in the second half? 6 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. It's a handoff. Play action to Booker. Tries to throw it. Camilo Pailoni has a breakaway. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Calvin Madman in hot pursuit. Will he get to the end zone? Touchdown, Camilo Pailoni with a big touchdown by 4-shot. Pailoni saw the opportunity to streak ahead of the coverage, and he did. 4-shot, eating the hearts out of this home crowd. And the Rollers are seemingly doing what no other team has done this season, and that's put the Gators down deep early. The Gators scoreless. 85-yard touchdown pass. After an amazing defensive stop, limited the Gators to a punt just outside of field goal range. And the Rollers are pouring it on. And Camilo Piloni gets another huge reception to add to his stats. He's trying to make a bid for best receiver in the league. I think he's even ahead of Booker Trayton Jr. at this point. Pete Moss was the leader, but by far and above the leading receiver in the league right now is the Michigan Hellcats, Jeremy B. He's over 500 yards so far this season. As Dalton Mini-Small, 3 yards into the end zone, is just going to elect to kneel for a touchback, and the Gators have 80 yards ahead of them if they want to reply with a touchdown of their own.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Let's go. Here you come. Bring it up.
Graham Howard hands it off to Nathan Sittler, and he gets stopped for no gain by Braden Cringe.
1 yard.
That's a one-yard tackle for loss, actually. The Gators have not been clicking so far with Nathan Sittler behind in the backfield.
Second and 11. Ball on the 19-yard line.
And a couple of missed blocks as well hasn't helped things either. Another handoff to Nathan Sittler. He's got a run block. He's going to go for a big gain. He shakes the tackler. Okay, I take that back. Nathan Sittler shutting me up. A 15-yard run.
First and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line.
That was Jamad Gilbert with the lead block. Hand off to Ollie Jawova. Makes a guy miss. He'll get a first down. And Ollie Jawova gets it to the 48. And Nate Arnett appears to have injured his foot trying to take down the big guy. And that is not great news for the Rollers. Nate Arnett has already gotten a couple of great defensive plays. And he's going to be replaced by Carter Amenbrake at that position, I believe. As Howard has a fresh set of downs. It's an outside pitch to Ollie Jawova, but Travis Payne can't quite hold on to his pass block, but Ollie Jawova still falls over for a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 for the Gators. 4 minutes left in the second half, or in the second period. Ollie Jawova up the middle, trying to... No, what is he doing? That's a huge tackle for loss. Ollie Jawova was stuck in the stiff arm animation running backwards. And by the time he was able to right himself, the backfield was infiltrated by the defensive line. A gigantic tackle for loss. This is now third and 14 for the Gators. Howard in the shotgun as he audibles Ollie Jawova to the line. He's going to get everybody to run streaks, hopefully for a first down. Throws it up! Ollie Jawova with the big catch inside the 10! Ollie Jawova redeems himself. Big reception for 47 yards as he beats the coverage of Landon Chuffpuff. Two absolute units going at each other. And the Gators are in the red zone for the first time this game. Howard with Nathan Sittler and Kaylee Rando in the backfield. Sittler right up the middle. He's trying his hardest to do anything, but he'll only get a gain of 4.
3-yard gain on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Let's go.
Second and goal. It's another Nathan Sittler handoff. This one stopped for no gain by Brandon Legstrong.
Gain on the play.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Gators scoreless so far in the first half. The Rollers putting it on strong. They have 17 points.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
The Gators' undefeated season in jeopardy here in Week 6. Howard with Ollie Jawova together in the shotgun. Howard looking to throw. He's got lots of time. Throws it to the flat. It's intercepted by Reno Pearson. He's at the 30. He's at the 50. Graham Howard is trying to pursue, but this is going to be a pick 6 for Hamilton, who is quickly turning this game into a first half blowout. And Reno Pearson soaking in the booze from this Kingston crowd. Graham Howard looking to throw for a passing touchdown. And Graham Howard throws his first interception since week 1. Hal Borger to kick. And the Rollers up 24-0 with 1:46 remaining in the half. Wow, we haven't seen that many defensive touchdowns this season. As Dalton Mini Small picks up a couple of great blocks, but can't quite get behind number 89's block there. Nick Hatchback, veteran Gators tight end. So now the Gators, looking a lot like the Stoats against the Janitors earlier tonight, scoreless, 1:24 remaining. It's a Nathan Sittler draw play, and that is immediately blitzed out. Loss of 2. The Gators trying to pull a fast one. It's another handoff to Nathan Sittler. What are they doing? 1:30 left. The Rollers use a timeout. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Howard throwing. Crossing route in. Oh, man. Travis Payne double covered. The Gators were trying to use 2 crossing routes up the middle, but there were 2 Rollers playing zone coverage in the middle, and it was like watching a pile up on the highway. And Graham Howard really had no other person to throw to there other than try and test the bully coverage. And that's Ziggy Sidesmash with another punt this game.
Fair catch made at the 31-yard line.
Gary Goodlord calls the fair catch, runs out of bounds to try and catch the punt. The Rollers got possession at their own 31.
1st and 10.
Looking to continue to deal damage. Garrett Ritzer, oh, the rush down! David Rains. Not a sack, that was counted as an incomplete, but a nice blitz there from the rookie.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Got 4-shot in the shotgun. The Gators have done pretty good limiting the deep passes this game, but 4-shot is going to continue to test them deep. 4-shot, waiting a long time. He lofts one up for Booker Trayton Jr., who has separation on Chase Supperton, and that's another Rollers touchdown. Chase Supperton allowing Booker a bit too much work. Dan Danson covering the tight ends. And this Gators crowd, I feel like, is getting ready to leave here in the second half. The Rollers dropped 45 points against the Shitbirds in what would turn out to be an 80-point game. But at least the Shitbirds fought back. The Gators have been rolling over for them so far. A minute 9 seconds left in this first half. Dalton Mini Small has a breakaway. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Kyle Borger in pursuit. But the Gators finally get on the board with a special teams touchdown. Dalton Mini Small. Tons of great blocks. Biff Plunger getting the final block there. And Mini Small finally gives this Gators crowd something to cheer about. And the kick is good. And the Gators still a suffocatingly large amount down. It's still a 4-score game. Very good, Lord, on the return. He's getting similar good blocks. No way. No way. Randall Cloud tackling down Gary Goodlord. And Randall Cloud has injured his hand on the play. Randall Cloud, former starting strong safety, is now the backup strong safety. An insanely great Gary Goodlord return. We'll start this with a short field for the Rollers as they're looking to pile it on with 50 seconds left in the half. Garrett Rinser handoff, tries to get over the line of scrimmage, but can't. Stop for no gain by Dan Danson.
1 yard gain on the play.
This was a must-win game for the Rollers. Randall Cloud, broken thumb, will return. Jeez Louise. Yeah, the Rollers desperately needed to split their series with Kingston in order to remove one of the crucial tiebreakers for winning the championship.
Defense, get ready. It's showtime, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
As I think this is going to be a simple Rinser handoff to end the half.
Here we go. Clear, clear. Play hard and fast.
The Rollers will hand it off to Rinser. Gets stopped for a loss of 1, but that hardly matters,
No gain on the play.
as the Rollers will let the clock expire on what has been a dominant first half. And what a story for the Rollers so far. They started this season as nobody respected them. They drafted Booker Trayton Jr., a really expensive player. They tried him out as a quarterback. It didn't work out. They went through the preseason winless, got spat on in their week 1, and then they took week 2. They went to the drawing board and completely re-engineered this killer team. And honestly, anyone could have won the first bout between these two teams in week 3. But now the Rollers have turned into a team that everyone has to respect and fear as some extracurriculars are going on the field there.
We're ready to begin the third quarter of play. Let's go now. Let's go. There we go, D. Hey, watch that screen.
The Gators won the opening coin toss. Oh man, stop for no gain as Nathan Sittler turned a bit upfield too quickly. Walter Kite Flyer stopping the run for no gain.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Hey, let's go. Everything you got.
Graham Howard to throw. He's got people on streaks. Throws a bullet pass to the tight end Milo Zapp.
The intended receiver on the play.
Or Nick Hatchback, sorry. Milo Zapp was a former Gators tight end.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
If that was a lob pass, that would have gone for a touchdown. But here Howard is on the shotgun. Blitz incoming. Throws it over. Tipped away by Jeremy Owl. And that's going to be a Gators 4th down. Side smash to punt. Very good. Lord receives it. Not a lot of people in front of him, but here comes racing Ted McMajors. And the Rollers once again have a short field in front of them. They have possession at the opponent's 49.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. All right, now. Blue game, blue game. Let's go.
Gators showing pressure. And off to Rinser, who gets it in for 7 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second and 3. Ball on the 42-yard line. Yeah, you see me. Not today.
Rinser and Pepper Shaker in the backfield. Second and 3. Pepper Shaker gets it for a first down.
On the run. Gain of 4 on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard.
This has been quite a game for Garrett Rinser so far. Originally, he was just... Oh, here we go. Oh my god, what are the Gators doing? A shuffling coverage, thrown to Camilo Piloni. Interception by Tracy Charger.
Makes the interception.
Tracy Charger, the interceptions leader on the Gators, gets a much-needed turnover at the 15-yard line. And I was about to say Garrett Rinser has had a fantastic start as the I guess, I don't know what you would call it, the running back in charge for the inside. You got that third down back, that power back, I guess. It's a handoff to Nathan Sittler, but he's stopped. And this run defense of the Rollers has been fantastic. They are getting inside all of these lead blocks that the Gators have used devastatingly so far in the game, and they are getting to the ball carrier, and they are getting those key tackles. They have earned every single point they have scored this game for sure. Howard to throw. In trouble, throws it to the flat to an awaiting Pete Moss, who runs it for a first down. And a roughing the passer penalty on Gerald Skygrave, who was coming in for the blitz, is going to give the Gators another 15 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 42.
And just like that, we're at the 42. Nathan Sittler on the counter run, and oh man, Biff Plunger had the block, but he ended up pushing Walter Kiteflyer into Nathan Sittler. He had an amazing run set up, but it's just these mistakes that have compounded on the Gators' running game all game long. That's just absolutely killing their flow. Howard passing, throws it, double covered Travis Payne, and the pass will fall incomplete.
Receiver on the play. Third and 10.
And this is a critical third down for the Gators. Howard, lots of time to throw. Throws it to the side, tries to get it to Dalton Mini-Small on the comeback, but great play there from Gerald Skygrave to force the incomplete. Now, will the Gators go for it on fourth? No, they'll have Ziggy Side Smash out to punt. Still down 4 scores. You can't really punt too much more in this game. Ziggy Side Smash tries to coffin it, bit too much to the left though. And coffining the ball is so difficult. You have to be so precise with your kick. And if you're even the slightest bit off,
Ball on the 37.
the sideline comes up real quick. And the Rollers at their own 32. Or shot. In trouble. Mark Maskinson on the sack, but August Halfprice, great check down there. He gets in for a 7-yard gain.
Second and 3. Ball on the 42.
It's a great job there by Foreshot, reacting to the Gators' pressure, getting it to his man on time. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 3. Rollers throwing. Lots of time. Throws it deep to Camilo Piloni. Tipped away by Tracy Charger. What a huge leap there by the cornerback.
Receiver on the play.
Keeps it out of hands of Camilo Piloni for now.
Third and 3. Ball on the 44-yard line. There we go, baby. Rock and roll. Back it up, baby.
And here's that corners play to the flat. Dan Danson allows the catch to Booker, and that's a first down, Rollers. And Booker went from running a corner route to an out route. As Dan Danson tried to use his speed to get on his inside, but a well-placed throw there by Jeff Forshaw. First down, Rollers. Forshaw in the shotgun, in trouble, has to throw it early, tipped away by Ronnie Smashmouth. And Mark Maskinson has been doing a great job over the past couple of snaps of getting to the cornerback. Perhaps the boiling blood is doing him some good. As it's 2nd and 10 for Forshaw. I gotta have a name for this formation because the Rollers use it all the time to great effectiveness as he gets it to Kelly Swimblades for a first down. Gets it past the 48, tackled down by Tracy Charger. And the Rollers will not be denied. They are the truth here tonight. Empty formation. Play action pass to August Halfprice over the middle. Miles Gundark with the first down catch. Great attack there of the middle of the field. And the Gators are just letting the Rollers burn clock first down after first down. Great work here by the Rollers offense. They have not left off the gas one bit since the first snap of the game. Garrett Rinser with the handoff up the middle. Amazing run! That would have been an insane block there by Richard Dollarstore if he got there a little quicker. But a first down run nonetheless as the Rollers find themselves once again inside the 20. Forshaw in the tight roller. Looking to throw. Bounces off the head of Preston Brantmeyer. He almost reeled that back in for a touchdown. I think if that was caught for a touchdown, this stadium would be empty in about 5 minutes. But it's 3rd and inches now for the Rollers. Forshaw with the empty formation. No, August Halfprice finally gets the run. That's first down, Rollers. And they keep this red zone drive alive. And twin tight end and a false start on Miles Gundark.
False start on the offense. Still first down.
Miles Gundark jumping the snap there, and that's going to push the Rollers back to the 20-yard line. And here's another August Halfprice play action. They never hand him the ball on this run. They handed him the ball on this run. Shocked Pikachu face as he runs forward for 7 yards. Second and 7 after that first down penalty. The handoff. Barry's Pepper Shaker gets to the 2. It's very annoying as a broadcaster when we end the third quarter here. Pepper Shaker used to wear the 20, but that's now been given to Garrett Rinser. Very little consistency with jersey numbers here in the league, unfortunately. I look at 20 and I see Pepper Shaker, but as Jeff Forshaw throws the outside. Interception by Lloyd Marshall! He's quickly ran down by Jeff Forshaw at the 20. But that's the second Rollers turnover. Kingston needs touchdowns. This has to go to the end zone right now. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left in the game. The Kingston Gators have done amazingly to prevent any more bleeding. Nathan Sittler has a breakaway almost. Big 14-yard run stopped by the free safety. Landon Chuff Puff getting in there. But the Gators are still down by 4 scores. Nick Hatchback on the move. He's going to be running. It's a short reception to Pete Moss for 7 yards.
Gain of 8 on the play. Second and 3. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Not today. Don't make a play. Go.
And 4 shot. Oh my God. Sorry. Graham Howard throwing out of the sack there. Nearly an interception. I missed who the blitz was there. Oh, that was great work by Kite Flyer. On the outside linebacker blitz. Got to the quarterback real quick. What a fantastic player. Kite Flyer, this is his 2nd game as outside linebacker. As Nathan Sittler is audible to the line. Long pass here from the Gators. Has to throw it. Tipped away by Jeremy Howe. And Graham Howard not happy with himself, shaking his head in disappointment. And the Gators have no choice but to go for it on 4th and 3. Will they run it for the first down? Nathan Sittler's in the backfield with 2 tight ends. Or will they continue to throw? That's a draw play, and that's going to be a turnover on downs with the Rollers getting it in enemy territory. That was a gamble, doing a draw play there. With that yardage on 4th down. And the Gators, it did not pay off. And they potentially just handed the Rollers minimum another field goal here. Hand off to, no, play action. Pass to Camilo Pailoni, brings it into the 15.
First and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
I can do it, baby. So we gonna take it. Let's go. Here we go. That's big time.
Garrett Rinser takes it up the middle. Can't vibrate past the scrimmage.
1 yard.
That's only going to be for 1 yard.
Second and 9. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Let's go. We're talking about Reed. We're coming to red.
Rollers looking to increase their lead, but Mark Maskinson
Pass. Number
gets to the quarterback. It's listed as an incomplete pass. But Mark Maskinson tied with Matthew Hart Bishop as the sack leader for the Gators.
ball on the 14.
He's been trying to get at Jeff Forshaw all game long, but Bob Stubbs has been doing his best to keep him at bay, and kudos for him. And off to Booker. Up the right side, stopped at the 10-yard line on 4th down.
Ball carrier.
And the Rollers more than happy to walk out of this drive with another field goal. And this field goal will bring it to a 5-score game. If my math hasn't failed me, which it normally does fail me, so if you're at home, please tell me how wrong I am. And the field goal is good.
Attempt is good.
Kingston down 27 points. Mini Small already with 1 kick return touchdown today. Will not get that far this time as he's wrestled to the ground by Emmett Bonkright. And the Gators will begin the drive from their 23.
They'll start the
With only 4 minutes 44 seconds to go,
first and 10.
they pretty much ran out of time to bring back the biggest comeback in the TNFL. But let's see what they end up trying to do here. Graham Howard, lots of time to throw. He gets it to Biff Plunger. No, it's knocked loose by Nate Arnett. Great work there from the quarterback. Howard pump fake. Throws it deep to Pete Moss, but he's got coverage. And it's knocked out of the hands of Pete Moss by Landon Chuckbuff. Aided well as well there. So Graham Howard trying to get deep with Pete Moss.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Get some slack going. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, D-line, watch the screen. Clear.
Let's get bring it to the 28.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Graham Howard once again looking deep. Almost throws an interception to Jacob Wayover. That'll bring up another Kingston 4th down deep in their own zone. And yeah, Ziggy side smash out to punt.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
We like to crack the rules. Hey, watch the screen. Don't make a play. Deuce it. Let's go.
Jeff Forshaw, empty set. Play action. Passing it over the middle. Tipped away by Tracy Charger as Calvin Madman goes low.
Number 10, the intended receiver on the play.
Intended for Khalid swim lanes.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Danny. Play hard and fast, baby. Not today. Yeah, let's go, baby.
In the tight rollers formation, Jeff Forshaw, lots of time, but has to throw it away.
Third and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let us dictate. We need a run.
Rinser and Pepper Shaker in the backfield.
Watch the outside. Let's go. Hey, let's go one deep. There we go, deep. One of us gonna make a play.
The handoff and that. Oh, the missed tackle! What an evasion there by Pepper Shaker. See, Mark Maskinson. I want to watch that missed tackle again. Holy moly. Yeah, Mark Maskinson just doesn't get all of it. And great shimmying there by Pepper Shaker. And the Rollers will punt it. Intending not to give a single opportunity away to Kingston. Mini Small muffs the kick return, and he'll get tackled down at the 20.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, now. It's showtime, baby. Look. Here we go. They soft, man.
Graham Howard looking to throw. Has to throw to second, almost picked up by Yee Charnell. And the Boo Birds are out here in Kingston. I can't imagine how livid this crowd would be. This is only the second home game for the Gators. And this crowd paid to see a 5-0 Gators squad. And the Rollers are instead giving them the thrashing of a lifetime. And it's a sack. Rocky Fiddleman gets to Graham Howard, shaking off the veteran left guard Jamad Gilbert. And the Gators are pushed even further back into their own territory.
3rd and 15. Ball on the 14-yard line.
Get it started. There we go. Turn over, baby. Solid 29. Watch the play.
Pass to Pete Moss, tipped away. And I have to give such a huge shout out to Gerald Skygrave. He's been sticking on Pete Moss all game long. Gerald Skygrave has sort of bounced between CB1 and CB2 as the matchup depends, and he's perfect for going toe-to-toe up against Pete Moss. And Pete Moss was quickly trying to assemble a dominant receiving career, and what is going on here? It rolled for a touchback, are you kidding? Oh my god. If any blade of grass would have touched that any more than it did,
First and 10.
that would have been at like the 0-yard line. Yeah, the Rollers looking to dot their I's and cross their T's on this matchup. 2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the fourth. As Garrett Rinser
Gain of 2 on the play.
attempts to make his way through the scrum. Gets 1.5 yards for his troubles.
Second and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Stay both now. All right, here we go. Turn it up now.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. And yeah, no time at all for the Gators to come back in this one. So the first loss of the season for the Kingston Gators. Well, regular season at that. So a big gut check to the Gators. Booker Trayton Jr. runs it past the 30.
Yard gain on the play.
Now the Gators took a couple of gambles here. But the biggest one, of course, everyone is going to be pointing to is pulling Ollie Jawovo for Nathan Sittler. He has just not had the same immediate impact in the running game. But it's also thanks to the incredible defensive backs of the Rollers shutting down the pass attack as well. Pete Moss has just not been able to see the rock at all this game, thanks to tight coverage of both Landon Chuck Puff and Gerald Skygrave. The Rollers here burning as much clock as possible. And August Haprice taking it up for a first down, and then some. He gets by the free safety. Tracy Charger tackles him from behind at the 31.
Gain of 42 on the play. First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Watch the clear. 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 Play hard and fast.
And off the Booker Trayton Jr. counter run, stopped for no gain
With the carry.
by Chase Supperton.
Gain on the play.
Yeah, not much left to say about this matchup. 50 seconds left. The Rollers putting up a similar performance to the one they put up against the Shitbirds. And they are roaring as Darius Peppershaker gets a huge 9-yard run.
9-yard gain on the play.
And if the Rollers don't let up, they could challenge the Gators for that Over Here championship. Gary Rinser stopped. Tackle for loss, and the Gators are going to use a bit of a BM timeout here on the field goal attempts. Not much point. Honestly, I would just let them run out the clock with this kick. And just regroup and figure out what you're going to do this Friday. And the kick is good. And the Rollers put 37 on the board. A 30-point margin of victory is going to annihilate another important stat here in the TNFL is the margin of victory stat, the plus minus. The Gators going into this game with the best point differential. And that's now going to take a hit of 30 and pretty much equalize out the damage they did against the Janitors. As oh my god, Mini Small is going for another touchdown kick return. I can't believe it. The only touchdowns scored this game have been from Dalton Mini Small on kick returns. So hey, we get a little A little less of an embarrassing loss for the Gators, but... And that ties Justin Threadbare's record of 2 kickoff return touchdowns in a single game. Henry Buckwald kicks the extra point. Now, are we going to see a BM onside kick? I would love this. Well, it looks like Henry Buckwald's just going to straight up kick it. Yeah, no BM onside kick here. Iggy freeze tag. Gonna return the punt, and that's gonna have 1 second frozen on the clock. And I feel like the Rollers are just gonna take a knee here. Yeah, the Rollers coming out in victory formation. And that knee will bring the end of the game. Wow, is all I can say to that. 37-14. The Rollers, their second statement game. They embarrassed the Shitbirds in their home stadium, and now they have embarrassed the undefeated Kingston Gators. I'm sure Janitors fans are enjoying this, but wow. Jeff Forshaw throwing a 26.3, Graham Howard a 21.5. Only 1 interception thrown, but he had a completion percentage of 20. He had nothing going on in the passing game. The Gators couldn't establish a running game either, and so the Rollers just stepped all over them. This was not even close, folks. August half race. Apparently leading in yards. Garrett Rentzer with 48. Yeah, Nathan Sittler only putting up 32 on 14 handoffs. That's an average of 2.2. That is not going to win you football games. Yeah, Booker with a bunch of handoffs as well. And Kelly Olijuwova only 3 attempts for 9 yards. He had a higher average than Nathan Sittler did on his 3 attempts. But yeah, let's go to the receiving here. Camilo Pailoni, what an MVP player. And I think he's on the short list for MVP right now. If the Rollers are able to really turn on the Jets in this back season, get to the normal bowl, and win it, I feel like Camilo Pailoni is just the immediate first ballot for Season 2 MVP. Season 1 MVP, of course, being Trash Pandas running back Ricky Bonbon. But, you know, this was a very interesting game. I don't really know what to make of it, other than Rollers doing amazingly. Oh, staff price with 9 pancakes. Yeah, you have to go all the way to Erwin Mongo, or to Mark Bussell, sorry. 5 pancakes. Only the singular sack allowed by Aiden Mausers.